Welcome to Dimensional Rift Music Festival. Dimensional Rift Music Festival is Manitoba's first electronic music festival located at Stony Ridge Seasonal Campground.
This waterfront backdrop is the perfect setting for a celebration of music, art, and nature. Dimensional Rift showcases some of Canada's best EDM artists, including
Steve Neon,
Crystal Fresh,
Tertullian,
Duke Von Sketchum,
and many more local artists. It's 3 days of innovative sound, stimulating multimedia visuals, and secrets from the masters behind the sound. I'm Amanda Nichols.
And I'm Caitlin Madawish.
And Electric Prairies is proud to bring you the sights,
scenes,
and sounds from the Rift.
Oh, I was gonna say.
How many times have you guys been here?
It's my first time.
Oh.
Yeah, same.
How'd you guys hear about it?
We got booked to play it. You know what?
Oh, look at everyone's talent.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Except for him, he's not
Flatland
talented at
Funk
all.
couldn't make it,
So he called me to say, hey, you want to go play this festival? I was like, all right, cool.
How are you enjoying your Dimensional Rift Music Festival?
It's absolutely amazing. This year has been extremely well organized, and everything was fun. I mean, it's a little wet. I mean, the weather was a little drastic and unpredictable, but we're, as you can see, we are powering through it, and we're having fun.
Found in the forest is this lovely, what are you, cowgirl, gypsy, what?
I don't know. I don't know what I am. It's just kind of I have my hat. And then, I got my ears for today. I got these sunglasses just for today. I got them.
That's where a lot of us go, especially with like the weather changing and stuff like that. Now we were just talking to somebody else who was stuck in the rainstorm, and we were even stuck in the rainstorm too. So, what was your experience through all that?
Well, like you got to coming first. Like at first it was like a little bit, it was like, okay, we should probably put everything away, and then it's really started coming down.
Oh my god!
It's like okay, and then like everyone, we were holding down the fort at the other stage, and keeping the rain off of everything.
Yeah.
Like, it got crazy. But
We did it.
Yeah.
We got it. We got through for sure.
And so that's really great. And now, so is this your first year at Dimensional?
No.
How many years have you been here?
I've been here twice. Because my other one was way out on Brandon 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is our first. So like we're even experiencing things what is new as the audience is hoping to experience. So
Who was your favorite performance?
so far.
Vesper last night, for
Yeah.
sure. That sax, when he pulled it out, I didn't have the energy to dance more, but I had to stay. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. But definitely Vesper.
Perfect.
Well,
Thank you.
so much and enjoy the rest of the day. The grounds crew told us to stay away and be a little bit afraid of the bears that were going to come and grab our lunches and our dinners. So what prompted you to scare everybody like that?
Well, I heard some pretty good tunes coming from the forest, and couldn't really resist, so made my way over here. Pretty happy with that decision.
Who's your favorite performer?
Well, I'd say Schwag Dankus for sure. Always holding it down, keeping it real. And
He was
looking
pretty
forward to
wild.
that set later tonight, yeah.
That was wild. So like, can I just ask, like, when you come to a festival like this, I know a lot of people like at Folk Fest, other festivals wear costumes, and like what prompts you to decide to make that commitment for the rest of the festival?
And be a
Because you
bear.
will always be known as like the bear kid, right?
Because it's funny. People like funny stuff. And you kind of got to do that stuff. That's what makes a festival, right? Participation. It's all what everybody's doing that makes it a good time, right?
So is this your first festival as a friend from the woods?
Yes, absolutely. It's the first time I've wandered into DR. So it's a very lovely place. I think I'll very likely be making my way back here.
Yeah, it's our first year too, so we're just as like unsure about everything as you are. So.
Right on.
Cool. Well, I hope you guys have a good time.
We have.
are here with Fueled by Fire, Monstar, and Paradox, who all had their first experience playing at Dimensional Rift this year. So Drew, we want to start off with you, and what made you decide to become a DJ in the first place?
I've always really liked electronic music and just always enjoyed it, so I figured once I had a couple of DJ friends, they kind of got me into it, and it just went from there.
What do you think the future holds for your DJing career? Like, what is the next step for you?
So far, not really sure, but I've got a couple of things in mind I can't really reveal yet, but hopefully in the upcoming months they'll be ready for you to see.
It's good, you're keeping us in suspense. Now, can you remember who inspired you to go down your DJ path?
My friend Anthony, actually, he was about my biggest inspiration. He's the one that taught me, he's the one that showed me the ropes, and he's still my best friend.
So Todd, I have a question for you. My question is, how long have you been DJing?
About a year and a half. Anthony was the one that got me into DJing as well, and he's the one that kind of brought Monster Fire together.
Ooh, that's fantastic.
That's a nice collaboration name. So, we also hear that you throw events in the city, and what is that like, having, behind the scenes and also
It's different.
Yeah.
I've been going to parties for quite a few years, and to be on the other end actually throwing an event, it's a lot more work than everyone would think, and it's a lot of responsibility, but once everything comes together and meshes, it's a lot of fun.
It's probably a good feeling too, feeling accomplishment as well.
I get to play my own parts, so that's fun.
Oh, that's good.
So it ain't a war, left to the right, make sure you get yours. See me in the club with a poker face, 6 beers that I got a joker face. Eyes all gay like a smoker blade, but I'm having a good time so I can't complain. Forget about the next man, I raise the stakes. Most MCs, yo, sound the same. I spin drum and bass, it ain't the same. Electro fidget, change my game. I'm versatile with the versatility.
And Pete, I have an interesting question for you. So, what is your dream gig? Like, where do you plan on playing, whether it's in Canada or around the world, or?
I would love to play somewhere on top of a mountain that overlooks a valley. I've always wanted to play outdoors, and actually Dimensional Rift was fantastic for that. It was the first time that I got to play on a big rig on a beach. That was just awesome.
So it brought your dream alive, kind of?
It got me a little bit closer to it, absolutely. I really love the fact that it was outdoors. Like I said, I'm always trying to get outside, and the fact that I can bring music, which I love so much, to the outdoors, it's satisfying. It's really satisfying.
It's nice.
So you've dipped your feet a little bit, we've heard, in the electronic scene, but also kind of as a new up-and-coming DJ, what challenges do you face, in the scene, and in the scene that's been, growing and evolving for so long?
One of the biggest challenges I find is actually, personally, because I used to party almost 20 years ago, I left the scene, and it's changed quite a bit since then, but it's getting back into it, meeting the people who do throw the parties and getting to know everybody again, and just getting out there sometimes. I find it a little bit more difficult today than, when I was 18. Memetic and Symptom Tech are still around. They've been around for forever. Props to them. They actually throw a really good party. But yeah, there's new up-and-comers. Canadian Cartel, who I have a lot of support from. I think they'll actually do well. Bomb Squad, yeah, they're coming out. I mean, Todd's starting to throw his own parties now, and it's tough.
It's a different
but
scene.
It's very different. It's hard. It's hard, but it's fun at the same time, right?
We've come across we had a woodland creature before, now we have another kind of like woodland creature, and it's Posse. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Purple people eater.
There we go.
The one-eyed, one-horned. Yeah.
That's right.
We're all still alive after the storm.
Yes, we were just going to mention, we were just talking to somebody else, and the big topic is the storm and how everyone survives. So how did you guys like bunker down?
We've been in the car all day.
Yes.
So
DVD player in the truck.
nurturing a bit of a hangover.
Yeah.
So
little
we've
bit
been doing that.
for me. Hard to party now.
What up? You find lots of friends here at Dimensional Rift. Now, what year is it for you this year?
This is my third year, and we're actually the ones that are running the second stage right now. Well, technically main stage now because it shut down, but yeah, we're running it right now.
So then what's the plan for the rest of the evening? Because we had 2 stages, so we had performers kind of sharing stages equally between the 3 days. What's the plan now?
We're juggling. Anyone who hasn't played yet, we're gonna be trying to get them in as much as we can. So far, I got the next 5 hours planned, but we're probably gonna be doing as best as we can.
For 5 hours more, we're gonna have music. For people who don't know kind of the way Dimensional Rift works, can you explain why we're gonna have music till like an ungodly hour in the morning?
It goes with the sunset and everything. You want to go with the mood of the people, and everything's just planned the way, like, it's hard to explain. It's just go with the flow.
We are drifting.
Yeah, we are. Exactly.
You gotta ride the riff.
Now, you've been here 3 years so far, and what's your favorite memory then from all of those past 3 years?
Oh, I have to say last year is we actually turned my Jeep into a Renegade stage. We used 10,000 watts of sound hooked up to my Jeep, and like, even though it wasn't planned to be an actual proper stage, it ended up being part of the actual event itself, which was awesome. And because of that, we got to do this year. So
that's really, really creative, and yeah.
I got to say thank you for everyone, especially like Kim and everyone of the Bomb Squad Entertainment and everything. I have to say, fucking awesome job that you guys did. And yeah, fucking, I'm just glad to be part of it.
I'm here with Tube Screamer, one of my personal favorite local DJs, who just finished playing at Dimensional Rift Music Festival and is touring out for a tour across Canada. So Dimensional Rift was your little appetizer,
Yes.
and then we're gonna go to Meme, the main course, and then tours all dessert.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It feels like I'm preparing a big dish for Canada. I feel like a chef. Many people relate DJing with creating a dish just because, you know, you need to know where you're gathering for and which people are you working for. And honestly, this plays a really good concern into what I pick for my music. But honestly, I just want to share the music that I do as well.
Yeah.
So it has to be a really nice combination of everything. It takes time to get there, for sure.
Well, with having such a unique and eclectic sound, where do you find your inspiration to create this music?
I think it's just the love of music in general, because I not only love electronic music, but I love listening to metal, I love listening to hip hop, I love listening to all these different genres that I also like producing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it all gets influenced at the same time, and it's just a really good mix, and it's just, as I mentioned, it's like a really tasty juice of things. You know, it's a combination.
Well, I love eating all the dishes you make, and like I said earlier, I am a fan, and I love your music because it's innovative, it's provocative, it's soulful, and of course it makes me dance. And at Dimensional Rift, you had everybody dancing. So how does it feel performing in front of a large audience like that?
It feels amazing. It's a big responsibility as well, because you know, one of my dreams was always being able, and it still is, to share music that opens people's minds and open people's perception on music. So to me, to play to a bigger crowd, it just means I'm reaching out, so I'm really happy about that. You know, it just creates a really big responsibility on what to do next and what to share next. Yes.
So is there one moment that stands out from your Dimensional Rift Festival experience?
Yeah, I think well, I played 2 sets. Both were really memorable, but I believe the second set was really cool just because there wasn't really lights on the audience. Yeah. So I really couldn't figure out that there was like that many people in there. I thought I was just playing for like 3 people. and like, exactly. Hopefully somebody's listening. And then I saw the fire. And at the same time, I could see like there was people in there, but I think it was just memorable because people end up commenting and saying that they really like the set. So, in a way, it was unexpected.
out from a big rainstorm that we just had earlier, and we're here with Crystal Fresh and Mode Beats, who just the Saturday morning, when it was beautiful outside, played a really lovely live set, and it was the first live set of Saturday. So can you guys talk about what happens when the two of you come together?
Yeah, my name is Crystal Fresh, and this is Mode Beats, and when we perform together, we're called Defresh Mode. Basically, I do a bunch of DJing, and these guys do some live instruments playing on top of it, and we just basically make magic with our music. These guys are amazing at cello, drums, and guitar, and basically they just rotate around and find a way to make the music three-dimensional and be able to inspire and really touch people by bringing such amazing highlights with the live instruments to the music. It's really passionate music, really heartfelt.
Okay. So then, how is Dimensional Riff kind of lining up for you guys? Are you having a good time?
This is my first time ever being at Dimensional Riff. So far, it's an amazing time. We got here thinking, all right, we're gonna show up, play, cash our paycheck, go home, because we're big rock stars like that. But we just weren't feeling that. We got here like, wow, there's some good vibes and good people here. We're gonna stay the night.
Yeah,
we weathered the storm. We just weathered the thunderstorm. Everything's going great. Loving it.
Well, speaking of festivals, we understand that you guys were just in Costa Rica doing Envision. So it's a loaded question, but I would like you to start by talking about Envision, and then you touched on the healing aspect of what you do. I would like you to talk about the meditation that you kind of help people experience. So I know we'll start with the Envision part, and then we'll move into that.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so I've been going to Costa Rica for 10 years, and before that I knew that my passion was to heal people with music. I've been studying all different kinds of healing modalities since I was 14, and the best way that I found I could do my healing was by bringing the people in front of me. So that has really led me so many places all around the world. So many people's lives I've been able to touch, and just going to so many different beautiful places and festivals. But Costa Rica really touched me the most, and I have some good friends there who began a festival called the Envision Festival. And the first one that I went to, which was their second one that they'd hosted and threw, I just had this feeling inside of me when I stood in front of the Lotus stage, and I knew that there was some big role that I was about to play in it. It had to do with my ability to heal people and my ability to transmit energy from the earth up through the ground and through the people, through healing with the music and up into the universe. And I can really see how the connections with nature in Costa Rica and with the music and the dancing, really it all made it all like three-dimensional and come alive. So I felt really inspired, and I began hosting the Lotus stage and bringing in talent from all around the world, especially a lot from Canada, of course, from the circuit that I've been doing for many years here. And yeah, that just it all kind of fell to place like that.
So then how does it feel playing in front of that many people?
It's amazing. I have a really great time with it. It's almost like I step back and something else comes through me, like spirit comes through me, and my heart just opens, and I can just feel every single person in the dance floor, and I can like help them move their pain and move their energy. And I don't know, it's like everything becomes activated, and just this flow starts happening with the music. And I don't know, it's like a story that the gods are telling or something as I watch it happen on the dance floor. Pretty powerful.
So, I mean, it sounds like you have a really, really great time there, and that's such an interesting experience for you. But now, do you ever miss, home, or what's the hardest part about being away for so long?
Well, I've gotten pretty used to being back and forth. It's usually about 6 months in Costa Rica, give or take a little, and 6 months in Canada doing the circuit, so it's not too bad. And because I have a new sound system company, I just bought a PK sound system with my business partner and took it down to Costa Rica. And now we have Evolution sound system, and we throw a festival the weekend before Envision. So while I'm in Costa Rica, it's working really hard. I mean, it's beautiful because I get to see the sunsets, and I get to be around such amazing food and amazing places and great surf and riding dirt bikes. But at the end of the day, I'm still really tired and go to bed pretty early. So coming back to Canada is really good for me. I get to do my circuit, Calgary, Winnipeg, Vancouver, with the healings and with DJing and music, and I get to touch all the beautiful people's lives here. So it kind of keeps me inspired going back and forth, and I get to skip winter, so it works really well.
Sounds great.
What about Mode Beats? How do you guys take touring and stuff? Do you miss home?
Well, we're musicians. We've both toured individually in rock bands and metal bands and stuff like that. For years we've been doing, we've never played electronic music. Today was the first electronic music show we've ever done.
Yeah, for these
so
guys,
we're kind of crossing over, and this was the debut of Mode Beats along with Crystal Fresh, where we call ourselves Defresh Mode.
Defresh Mode.
In the house.
It's a woody name by woody people, so you should come check it out. It's a
That's
woody
exciting.
show.
That's really, really encouraging. So then, for all the Winnipeg fans out there, what's that advice you want to give them for those upcoming musicians, producers? What if you could give them one word of wisdom or one helpful advice? I'll give you guys each a turn.
Don't get arrested. Just don't. It's not worth it.
Okay, that's a good one.
For me, I've been worldwide and I always run into people from Winnipeg, and no matter what they're doing, they're always amazing at what they do. Artists, musicians, healers, doctors, whatever. So if you're from Winnipeg, know already that you have it in your blood, and just be inspired. And through the winter, work hard at what you do and you will flourish, and the universe will take you forward for sure.
My advice, play. Just play. Don't ever stop playing, because I've been discouraged so many times, like, you know, in rock projects that didn't work out, and here I find myself playing electric guitar for a DJ, and it was the funnest show I've ever played. And so you just never know. So that's my advice. Don't ever stop doing what you're doing, and something will eventually find you.
We're good. What shows are you guys gonna go see later?
Can we look at the schedule first?
We're just going to be wandering around from stage to stage. It's
Cool.
not one of those festivals, I feel, where you really plan out what you're going to do ahead of time. So I'm just taking it all in. This is all new to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just loving everything.
We'll hit the drift.
Yeah.
So Amanda, the sun is setting on our last day of Dimensional Rift. It has been a crazy 3 days. We've met so many cool people and artists. I know. Oh, I didn't get any sleep. Music till like 7 in the morning sometimes, and the rain. Everybody was crazy about the rain. But we're finally here and on our sunset on our last night. This is insane.
We just want to say thank you to everyone who let this be possible. All the artists who let us bug them on their time off, in between their sets. Thank you to Hush Shout for providing this beautiful outfit that I'm wearing.
And to Fancy for providing all the outfits that I wore on Dimensional Rift, and also to all the people who put this festival together, from the birthday party that it was, the little birthday party, to this amazing, vibrant being of a festival. It's so great.
It's just gonna keep growing and growing. We're gonna go hit the rift and catch us next time on Prosper Street.
Change my game, electro fidget, change my game, change my game, electro fidget, change my game, change my game. Yo, 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 yo. To the beat like a CVB, electronic voice phenomenon. Hear me in the beat like a ghosty beat. Working for your stereo, spitting obscene. A fiend in the beat, yo, splitting your spleen. Flow loud, venom, hear the bassline bleed. Hear the bassline bleed. Spit so focus on the MIC. I keep that raw to the bone hardcore. Yeah, you got rhymes, but I got far more. So when I spit mic to the crowd dance floor, don't be offended by your rhymes hardcore. It's more and hot, I spit straight from the core. I direct the dance floor like a foreign tour. Keep it moving quick so it ain't a bore. Left to the right, make sure you're getting yours. See me in the club with a poker face. 6 beers later, I got a joker face. Eyes all gay like a smoker blade. But I'm having a good time, so I contemplate. Forget about the next man, I raise the stakes. Most MCs, yo, sound the same. I spit drum and bass, it ain't the same. Electro fidget, change my game. I'm versatile with the versatility. I don't hit